Hi everyone, today I want to talk about takeaways. Now I know a lot about takeaways, not from eating them, but from working in them. My family own takeaways, so I know a bit about them. So what I want to talk about today is getting to know what's in your takeaway a bit better. And this can be important because for many people, they have at least one takeaway a week. Now, if you don't have takeaways that frequently, like it's probably been, I don't know, it's probably been nearly 6 months since I last had a takeaway. So I really don't have takeaways very often at all. And so for me, if I order a takeaway, I don't think about it at all. I order exactly what I want. I don't worry about calories. It's something so rare for me that that's not really on my radar week to week. But if you're having a takeaway weekly or sometimes 2 or 3 times a week, then it's going to have a massive impact on your weight. Even if you're not necessarily trying to lose weight, but it could end up meaning you're gaining weight if you're having multiple takeaways a week. And you maybe just want to stay, it may just be you want to sort of maintain your weight, that's fine. But what you eat from the takeaway, if you have one on a regular basis, will have a massive impact on that. So you need to understand your takeaway a little better. And I was going to get lots of takeaway for this video, and then I thought, no, there's too many variables, there's too many takeaways, people like too many different dishes. So what I've decided to do is just to give you some examples of some simple swaps you can make so that you can still really enjoy your Saturday night takeaway, but without it having as much of an impact on your week. So simple things would be like if you're having an Indian takeaway on a Saturday night, and you want a curry, but you normally have like a kind of creamy based curry like a chicken korma. If you swap that for a red based curry like a chicken bhuna, then you will save massively on calories. You're not eating some sort of diet curry, from having a red based curry. But what you are doing is just not having the sort of crazy amount of calories that are in something like a chicken korma. And it doesn't mean you can never have a chicken korma again, but potentially it means you don't have that as your curry every single week. You swap it in for one that's slightly less calorific. Another tip would be if you like a pizza, and most people tend to go to like Pizza Hut, Domino's, those kind of big chains. If you swap that and have a pizza from an Italian pizzeria, then you will also save loads on calories and you're eating the exact same meal. And actually, a pizza from an Italian pizzeria will probably taste better. But the difference is the bases are thinner, so there's less calories there. They tend not to put as many additives and preservatives and sugar into like the red sauce that's on top. So you're saving there. So the savings in calories from eating, something like a Domino's or a Pizza Hut to having a pizza from an Italian takeaway, Italian pizzeria, will be massive. So it's these small swaps that can make a massive difference. And so what I really want you to do, what I really want the takeaway to be from this video, and I was trying to find another word because I didn't want that pun to be in the video, but anyway, what I do want you to take away from this video is to get to know what you're eating more when you're ordering in, and that's the most important thing. What I would love you to do is to use an app like MyFitnessPal and input your favourite dishes, whatever they may be, and compare them all, because it may be that there's 2 or 3 dishes that you kind of rotate and that you like, and you might find that one's actually quite a bit healthier than the other one, and it may be that 3 out of 4 times you get the one that's slightly less calories, and then on the 4th occasion you get the other one. And that balance can be really important, and it can make a big difference, as I said, to any weight loss goals that you have, but also in terms of keeping your weight steady. So it seems small, but it's actually, it can really be really important. So take a wee bit of time, just 10 minutes, and have a look at what kind of all those dishes are in terms of calorie count. And here, calorie count's the main thing, because most takeaways aren't incredibly healthy. So it's about trying to keep your calories in check, because when you have a takeaway, quite often the calories can just really go through the roof. And that's why a lot of people struggle to lose weight, because during the week they're really good, and then at the weekend they have a takeaway and their calories just go absolutely massive. So, and it keeps them on this kind of even keel. So put those calories in to a calorie tracker app and see where you're at. And then potentially you could have a look at the menu. I know that can be controversial because people like to just order the same things, or as I say, they kind of rotate between 2 or 3 dishes. But if you actually take the time to look at the menu, you might be surprised at what kind of options are on there that can be quite a bit healthier. I mean, even, you know, a simple example like with a Chinese takeaway is if you normally have sweet and sour chicken, that chicken's deep fried in batter and there's lots of sugar in the sauce to create that sweet and sour sauce. If you swap that even for something like a beef and black bean sauce or something, then it's just automatically such a simple swap, and you've saved so many calories, and yet you've not picked some sort of diet curry, but it just making that swap has made such a big difference. So input those things, have a look at the menu, input a few dishes into MyFitnessPal, and get to know what's in your takeaway and where you can maybe cut down a little. I've talked about this before in terms of accompaniments. That's where all the calories are. There's just so many calories in the accompaniments. They're often worse than the main meal you're having. So maybe thinking about cutting back on some of those accompaniments or swapping them. So again, swapping fried rice for boiled rice. Just simple things like that can make such a big impact. So if a takeaway is part of your week and you love it, that's absolutely fine. But if it's something that you are having weekly, you probably will need to address some of the calories in them. And also do probably start to think about health, because if you're eating, them on such a regular basis, they could have a negative impact on your health if you're constantly eating things that are deep fried, dishes that are deep fried and things. So there probably is a health factor there as well as a calorie factor if you're eating them all the time. So really start to understand the food you're eating a bit more, and know that the kind of appeal of a takeaway is you pick up the phone, it comes to you and you don't have to think about anything. But it's definitely worth it if you have health and fitness goals that you're trying to achieve. It's worth taking that time, maybe during the week, maybe before the Saturday night. Spend 10-15 minutes understanding the food you're going to be eating. Have a look at the menu and see if there's some better options on the menu, and just make some simple swaps. And I think you would be surprised at how big a positive impact making some of those swaps can have on your week. So get to know your takeaway, get to know what you're eating on a Saturday night, and but still enjoy your takeaway, but get to know what's in it.